God, goodness gracious me. It is amazing how many people have asked about the implants. So we're going to talk about that today. And Archangel Michael, I've called him in. If you saw the previous post, you'll see that we called in Archangel Michael. And thank you, Christina, for that. It was absolutely beautiful little prayer for Archangel Michael. Don't you just love this sound? Bring in the sound of the Kong drum, this little beautiful sound here, and we are going to call in the big guns, and they love the sounds, they love the energy. I've got a crystal pyramid here as well, really to bring in the clear sounds. And if this jars you, if you go, ugh, then often that means that there is an energy or an entity or some kind of device that doesn't like the sound. I can't tell you the amount of people that have come to me who have said, oh, I can't do the gong, I can't do that sound, I can't do this. And then when we have actually investigated, it's not them, their soul, that doesn't like the sound, it's the energy that doesn't like the sound. So the first thing I do always when I'm working with somebody is to have a sound, whether it's the pyramid, whether it's a little drum, whether it's a crystal bowl, or whether it's just a little sound bar, or even sometimes just clapping can make the difference. And that's a really good way of knowing whether or not somebody does have a visitor. And that's what I like to call them, visitors. Visitors who are there either by design or by invitation or by stealth. They have been put into that place, into you, for control, for manipulation, for extraction of your energy. So we're calling in the angels today because this is a very big topic, and it is something that affects a lot of people. And you know, to me it's a bit like house cleaning. It's about clearing your space, and anyone who's been watching me on TikTok will know this was filled with boxes less than a week ago, sorry, 2 weeks ago. For the last 5 months we couldn't get into this room, but today we can. So it's about clearing your space, clearing your body. It's general housekeeping. It's recognizing what you love, what you like, and what you just want to let go of. And if this is new to you, if the concept of an implant is new to you, then do DM me separately, direct message me, because every single implant is unique. Every single person's issues are unique. They're many shapes, many sizes, many reasons, many ways that you can pick these things up, or they can be planted in you. And yes, it can be from this lifetime, it can be from another lifetime. Many lifetimes are caught up in very deep-seated implants, and they are they become you. They're a bit like the Borg. You know, Seven of Nine. She has the implants, and they are her, but she has learnt how to work with them and to turn them off, and how to use them to her advantage, use them to her strength, because they're not all bad, these implants, these devices, but mostly it's a bit like, you know, we have other parasites, we have other things that like to attach themselves to us. If you've got children, you'll know what I mean. Those little nitty things, and otherwise there's other things that can also cause issues. So it's about cleaning, cleansing, keeping a clear space. And I don't mean that it's dirty, I mean that it's just not clear. It's not crystal clear. This is crystal clear. The sound that this makes is crystal clear. And the temples of Egypt, where the pyramidical shape was used to its big advantage, this clarity, this clear sound, this clear energy, and a lot of the implants are actually, that I come across, are left over from this time, either from the Dark Lords, the Dark Priests, or from protection against the Dark Lords, the Dark Priests. And that's who I like to think that they're from. They're from the destructive forces. And we have these destructive forces now with us today. And I use the amethyst. You saw this a couple of months ago. And I use the aquamarine because they're both very powerful stones to clear and to cleanse. Otherwise, just a little piece of rose quartz will also do the job. And when you have these massive big crystals, the amethyst will clear the room. And what I also use, which I adore, is using sage. So we are getting the outside, the environment correct for you to be able to have that focus, that clarity, because the outside of your environment is as important as making sure that your soul is able to come back into your body. So a little waft of sage really does clear. It drops all the pollen, it drops all the dust, but it also clears and cleanses. I'm going to give that back to Paul because otherwise we will be smoked out in here. He's going to put it in the hallway for me. Bless you. So use sage, use essences, use the infusers, use peppermint, frankincense, all this on the outside. But I know you're wanting to know, how can the angels, how can the wizards help you on the inside? Where are these implants? For those who've read Matthew's wonderful article that I reposted with my own interpretations, there's two major kinds of implants and devices, and these devices can be in your chakras, they can be in your physical body, they can be in your etheric bodies, they can be in your harmonic universes, they can be anywhere in your system. And if any of these words don't sound right to you or you don't understand, then join me this evening at 7 and I'll explain them a bit more. It is £10, it is by Zoom, but we'll do what we can here now on this live, because the energy of the energy to cleanse and to clear, to keep you safe, is all about you being first grounded, earthed, anchored and secure. And I use bogie stones to do that, but you can use obsidian, you can use shungite, you can use you have to use a stone off the beach to earth, anchor and to ground yourself. And when you are aware of these devices, if you have wrist issues or knee issues or spine, back issues, sometimes or a stomach issue that you've been to the doctor and everybody, all the medicals have said there's nothing wrong with you, what is it? That's when we look to the energetics and the brain. Again, a lot of these implants are within the brain, not necessarily the physical brain, but they can be in the etheric bodies within the brain. And so they make you fuzzy, they make you confused, they make you forgetful. So all of these things, again, I was asked yesterday, is it old age? It can be old age, but I know lots of very fit old people who use these methods to clear and cleanse. So without further ado, we're going to do it. We're going to now bring in these big guns, and I'm sure those that know me have already realised that I brought them in to start with. I would never start talking about this kind of thing without making the place safe, without making the place really clear, really cleansed, and myself totally surrounded in the pillar of light, the golden light. That is the surrounding energy from the great central sun through to the heart of Mother Earth, and it's like and I make it into a bubble. I bring the pearl of the heart out so that it's a complete sphere. So I grew up with my grandmother saying to me, "Oh gosh, don't feel well, don't feel safe. Put yourself in a bubble of light, love. Put yourself in a bubble of light, you'll feel great." And her words were, yeah, she did speak like that, and her words were really true. Put yourself in a bubble of light. And that bubble of light, that white light, is the diamond white light that is coming from the centre of the pearl of your heart. And so we are calling in the big guns. So who are these big guns? First and foremost, it's the 3 M's, Michael, Melchizedek and Metatron. And I call them in through their Hebrew names, through their Sanskrit names, through the names that they are known as. And that is Elyon, El Shaddai, Adonai. Elyon, El Shaddai, Adonai. Elyon, El Shaddai, Adonai. And the second thing I do is to call in the energies of the high priests priestesses that would clear and cleanse and make this space clear. So Kadosh, 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 Adonai Sabaoth. Kadosh, 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 Adonai Sabaoth. Kadosh, 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 Adonai Sabaoth. So when you are surrounded with these sounds, you can also use, and I put this on my Facebook yesterday, the words of my teacher, Hakim Ayawan, Abdel Hakim Ayawan, absolutely beautiful wisdom keeper from Giza Plateau in Cairo by the pyramids. And he taught us to know that the light is all above us, the light is all around us, the light is through us. We are safe within the light. We are the light. Yakini, Yakini, Yakini. And so these are 3 methods to bring in El Shaddai, Elyon, Adonai, Melchizedek, Metatron and Michael. And these mighty archangels, they are absolutely solid, and they bring in their angels from the Elohim, the angels from the awakening, the angels of awakening, the angels of the Omnipheme, the Seraphim, the cherubim. All of the angels come in through these mighty 3. And so as we call them in, just envisage now, make yourself safe, bring in the energy, breathing in the light, breathing in the love, breathing in the life. And as you breathe it in, breathe in the energy through this column of light, this pillar of love, through to the center of your heart. And in the center of your heart, as your flower, your heart chakra opens, this beautiful sphere of light all around you. You are safe, you are secure. And as you step into this space in the center of your heart, stepping into the pearl of your heart, the pearl of your wisdom, the pearl of your truth, in this space and place, any entities, any energies, anything that is less than love cannot come into this space. You instantly drop, you leave these entities and energies, clearing and cleansing through your divine lines, your vital web. Any entities cannot come in through the door. There's this invisible force field of love, your soul, your space, your spiritual heart. And as it keeps that space clear and cleansed within this space in the pearl of your heart, you are safe. And in this space, you can ask the pearl of your heart, this pearl of truth, do I have any devices? And if the answer to your question is yes, trust it. If the answer to your question is no, trust it. If you don't trust it, ask again. So if the answer was, do I have any devices? And the answer was no, but you're not sure, you don't trust it, then ask, is that no, yes or no? Is that a true no? And you can ask it again and again and again, however many times you feel, until, here comes the sneezing, until you feel absolutely clear that the answer is no. I have no devices. If it comes that you do have a device, and the sneezing is always a good indication, because sneezing, burping, any kind of release in the body, a cough or anything, crying, anything, usually means that there's a release, that it's letting go. So when you are sure or thinking, feeling, knowing that you have a device, ask the pearl of the heart, where is it? Now, if you've had chronic back pain forever, for as long as you can remember, check the back of your sacral chakra. because this is where the cords are, the cords of attachment, but it's also where devices from past loves, from narcissistic malignant parenting, from abusive bosses, from bullying at school, any time that trauma comes in, a device can go in. You can anchor something into your own body unconsciously, and so that's where we want to ask the angels, and that's what we're going to do now. This isn't a healing process, this is calling in the angels for this moment, for you to really be in the center of your heart, connecting with the angels. And so that's what we're doing, connecting with the angels in this space, asking, do I have a device? Do I have an implant? Do I have an entity or an energy? And as you breathe in this light, for those in this moment who are clear, who are sure, just breathe in the love, breathe in the energy, breathing in this energy as it flows through your body with ease and with grace. And as you breathe it in, breathe the colours, breathe the violet, the indigo, the ultraviolet, the blue, the green, the yellow, the orange, all the colours until they become this ultraviolet light. And as the ultraviolet light expands and expels anything that is less than love. And you can do this all day, every day. This beautiful light. There's cleansing rituals. We can talk about those another time, probably this evening. And if you are worried, just give me a call. So these angels are with you. You are in the pearl of your heart. Take a breath and open your eyes. Opening your eyes, opening your hands, opening your heart, and being in this safe space, this white light, this beautiful white light that's all around you. And as you breathe in the clarity, the strength, and know these angels are with you. Your angel is with you. So thank you so much for watching, coming fully back in. Again, if you want to keep this going, breathe through your fingers and just release through the meridians anything that is less than love, and just let it go. Mwah. I hope that's been helpful for you today. Again, we're just going to finish off with the sound, and should feel a lot better now listening and hearing the sound, the beautiful sound of the clarity of the clear crystal. So bless you, thank you. If you want to come this evening, it's a Zoom code, it is. We are charging. Paul and I are going to be playing a little bit, and we'll talk about this a lot more. So please subscribe, please follow. Big angelic etheric hug, and see you next week. Mwah.